Hi everybody, welcome back to a whole new Kellie reviews with my literati selection. I just got to the post office or post box and this was in there along with my new hairdo. Did you just like it? I have a colic here, so I have colic back here too, but you know what? I like the person that that took care of my hair, gave me the haircut and everything else. She's the only person that I allow to touch my bangs. She has bangs too, so okay. So let's see what we got in this month's literati selection. Oh, okay. Yeah, color and postcards. Okay, that's cool. Now, oh, and this is for, imagine a place where great tales come alive, forest enchanted, where rare creatures thrive. You'll find in stories and legends and lore. Reading helps your creative soar. Meet fairies and sprites and even some gnomes, graceful winged beasts that call castles their homes. Then join them on a daring adventure of or flights, sparkling journeys make fun days and nights. When you read or imagine or draw or create. Oh, when you read or imagine or draw or create, you enter a new world. You enter new worlds through magical gate. It all comes alive if you truly believe it in your mind and heart. If you only dream it. That's true. Very true. That's very true. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. I'm not sure what these are, but we'll find out, shall we? The Initial Insult by Mindy McGinnis. Well, let's check it out, shall we? Oh, hi everybody. I just got back from mailing something. It's not fit for man or beast outside. Let's just say that. It's 3 degrees outside, but since I had to mail something today anyway, well, couldn't it wait till tomorrow? Yeah, I guess I could have waited till tomorrow, but you know what? I mailed it today. There's a couple things that I got from the mailbox today. One of them happens to be this. Oh, wow. Whatever this is. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. This book. Transfigured. It's basically, Transfigured is a thrilling read. One of the most mercilessly candid and outspoken memoirs in years. If Holly Golightly, interesting name, existed, this might have been her true story. I couldn't put it down. Scott Whitman, Tony and Grammy Award lyricist of Hairspray. So what is this about? Imagine experiencing life not as your gender, dictated by birth, but as one of your own design. This is for LGBTQ plus. So most likely I'll be reading this in June for Pride Month. Okay, but I wanted to share it with you now what it is. So in Transfigured, Brian Belovich shares his true story as of life as a gender outlier in his dramatic journey from the jungle of gender identity. Brian has the rare distinction of coming out 3 times. First as a queer teenager, then as a glamorous transgender woman named Tish, and later Natalia Gervais as an HIV positive gay man. The AIDS crisis in the 80s. Love you. Again. So this person came out 3 times. First as a queer teenager, then as a glamorous transgender woman named Tish. Hey, behave. And later, Natalia Gervais. And finally, as an HIV positive. You know how hard it is to present with you doing that? It's very hard to present with you doing that. Can you behave? Can you sit down like a good girl? Yeah, sit down like a good girl. Sit, be my baby girl. You're so funny. Okay, back to this. And finally, as an HIV gay man surviving the AIDS crisis in the 80s, from growing up in a barely working class first generation immigrant family in Fall River, Massachusetts, to spinning across the disco floor of Studio 54 in New York City, from falling into military lockstep as the army wife of a domineering GI in Germany to having a brush with fame as Natalia, high-flying downtown darling of the boozy and druggy pre-Glani New York nightclub. Brian escaped many near-death experiences. Wow, interesting. My Transfigured, my journey from boy to girl to woman to man. Wow. Okay, ready for what's coming in from Literati. So let's see what they gave us today. Kit Pack. Not sure what's in Kit Pack. Oh, that is nice. Oh, wow, it's a lot different than what you normally send out. Okay. What about otherwise, do I have to keep all of these books? No, they're right here. Okay, cool. So if I want to send them back, yeah, all the information is right here. But anyhow, this is the picture, you know, that they got me. Every month you get a picture. It's going to be different. Yeah, and then you get a bookmark every month, a new bookmark. Isn't that cool? And these are Kaz's stickers. Cool, huh? Very cool. Kids pack, I love that. Well, technically, she is technically my daughter, so. Okay, what's the first book? Black Brother. Sometimes a 12-year-old framed, bullied, disliked, but I know I can still be the best. Sometimes a 12-year-old Dante wishes he were invisible as one of the few black boys at Middleton Prep. Most of the students don't look like him. They don't like him either, dubbing him Black Brother. Dante teaches the classmate and Dante's teachers and classmates make it clear they wish he were more like his light-skinned brother. Oh, I'm definitely keeping this book. Yeah, because it would be a perfect addition to my February reads for whatchamacallit, for Black History Month. Perfect. Ooh, this looks cute. Oh, it's a graphic novel too. I don't know. This is it. Bucky Orson is a bit gloomy, but who isn't at 15? His best friend left him to hang out with way cooler friends. His father is oh, good Lord. No, I don't think so. Grimoire. I don't care. No, I'll be sending this one back. All right. And then this one is 5 Total Strangers. And since this is video, I'm gonna be able to put all this stuff up too. 5 Total Strangers. So Miranda needs to get home for the holidays badly, but when an incoming blizzard results in a canceled connection, it looks like, oh, there's more to. Oh, wow! And look at this. Yeah. So anyway, it looks like Mira might get stuck at the Philadelphia airport indefinitely.
Other books too.
And then
Isn't
Harper,
cool?
Mira's glamorous seatmate from her initial flight, comes to the rescue. Harper and her three friends are renting a car, and they can drop Mira off on the way home. But as their trip begins, Mira discovers her fellow travelers aren't friends like she thought. They're total strangers. And every one of them seems to be hiding something dangerous. Ooh, I like that. I'm getting it. I'm taking it. I'm picking it up. The words of home. The words of home. Sorry. The light. By Jasmine Warga? Sorry. There we go. So, other words from home. Well, what is it all about? I'm learning how to be sad and happy at the same time. Jude never thought she'd be leaving her beloved brother and father behind all the way across the ocean in Syria. But when things in her hometown start becoming volatile, Jude and her mother are sent to live in Cincinnati with relatives. At first, everything in America seems too fast and too loud. The American movies. The American movies Jude has always loved haven't quite prepared her for. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. So I'm going to keep that book, too. This is the last book. The Weight of Our Sky by Hannah Alkaf. Melody Ahmad has imagined her mother's death countless times. Plagued by gruesome thoughts, she believes her are put into her head by a din Maladi. D-J-I-N-N. Is that Din Maladi? Anyway, that must be her sister or brother. Has developed an intricate a set of tapping rituals to tame the monster with the. Does she have OCD, maybe? And keep her mother safe. But there are things that Melody can't protect her mother from. On the evening of May 13th, 1969, racial tensions in Melody's home city of Kuala Lumpur boil over. The Chinese and Malayas are at war, and Melody and her mother become separated. Yes, I like this one already. So yes, and since I like the cover, so you know what, I'm keeping it. And how much am I going to be paying? Oh, for heaven's sake, where are you? Come on. Well, that doesn't. What in the world? You don't even give me a price tag on how. Fine. Did you just know I was going to keep the books or what? Oh, okay. It's all right here. Well, it's a lot better than, what you had before. It's really good because you at least you're smart because you put it on the front and then you put the rest of it on the back. So, by keeping all, I saved $275 and $52.18 for keeping all 5. Otherwise, list price would be $74.95 and Amazon would be $63.72. So I'm at least saving $11, roughly $11. That was my Literati / Amazon pick. They just arrived yesterday, and I just got a notice saying, "Hey, your Literati just arrived yesterday." So I'm like, well, I had to mail something anyway, so I'm like, well, I'll pick it up from the mailbox and see what's what. Anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and as soon as I get this taken care of, you'll see it next. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed this month's Literati picks. So the 2 books I'm going to be keeping are these 2 books right here onto your my left-hand side too. So these are the 2 books that I'm going to be keeping. The rest of them are going to go back. One of which I already own. So, want to do book of the month first, or do you want to do the library picks that I picked up yesterday? Because I was at the library. I had to take one of the books back because it was due back on Tuesday. Yeah. So, without further ado, let's do those two books first, shall we? You all know that I like Marissa Meyer, right? And how she writes, right? Well, guess what I'm getting? I got yesterday. They're pretty big. How many pages are there? Oh, she's a pretty girl, too. Pretty lady. There's 619 pages on this. And it's called The Host. Isn't that cool? The Host by Stephanie Meyer. Author of the bestseller Eclipse. I'll check. You know. Oh, and I love that. Look at that. The Host. Isn't that cool? And the second one that I picked up yesterday by the same author. Oh, and oddly enough, the Chemist. And underneath here it says the best-selling author of The Host, which happens to be, you got it. So yes. And this is how many pages? Without the epilogue, it's got 511 pages. So, having said that, I hope I like her type of writing. In fact, this one says she used to work for the U.S. government, but very few people knew that. An expert in her field, she was one of the darkest secrets of an agency so clandestine it doesn't even have a name. And when they decided she was a liability, they came for her without warning. Now she rarely stays in the same place or uses the same name for long. They've killed the only person she trusted, but something she knows still poses a threat. They want her dead, and soon. I like it. It gives a bit of intrigue. So we'll see. And then The Host. Melanie Strider refuses to fade away. Our world has been invaded by an unseen enemy. Humans become hosts of these invaders. Their minds take over their bodies, remain intact, and continue their lives apparently unchanged. Most of humanity has succumbed. When Melanie, one of the few remaining wild humans, is captured, she is certain it is her end. Wanderer, the invading soul who has been given Melanie's body, was warned about the challenges of living inside a human. The overwhelming emotions, the glut of senses, the too vivid memories. But there was one difficulty Wanderer didn't expect. The former tenant of her body refusing to relinquish possession of her mind. Kind of sounds like, what do you call it? You remember that movie back in the day? Lily Thompson and Steve Martin in it. All of Me, I think it's called. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that. But anyway, so those are those two books that I'm going to be reading. Now, without further ado, I finally got this in the mail. So, book of the month. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. You know, the thing about it is that, think about this. Think about this for a second. Guys don't have to do much to look good. You know, women, we have to do a lot to look good. Seriously. The hair, the makeup, the wardrobe. But all guys have to look at this, the thumbnail of this book. Seriously. I mean, wow. Men have it so fucking easy. Anyway, Vladimir by Julia May Jonas. What is this all about? An incandescent debut about marriage and motherhood, art and love, and the temptation to see just how close you can get to the fire without getting burned. Yeah. When I was a child, I loved old men. Didn't we all? Well, I mean, come on, in your 20s, didn't you just prefer an older man? They've got more maturity, right? Some of them are all boys, boys trying to be men. So, and I loved, and I could tell that they also loved me. Well, of course, you're a young little thing. So of course they're going to love you. And so we meet our deliciously incisive narrator, a popular English professor whose charismatic husband at the same small liberal arts college is under investigation for inappropriate relationships. Oh no, really? With his former students. The couple had a long maintained comfortable understanding when it came to extramarital pursuits. But with these allegations, life has become far less more comfortable for them both. And when our narrator finds herself alarmingly infatuated with Vladimir Valinsky, a celebrated young novelist, newly arrived on campus, their, ten, t- their tinderbox world comes dangerously close to exploding. This will steam up your sheets at night. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Whew. Sorry. I gotta be good. Oh my god. Okay, moving on. The Golden Couple. The Golden Couple. Interesting. Wealthy Washington suburbanites Marissa and Matthew Bishop seem to have it all until Marissa is unfaithful. There you go. There's one shoe. Beneath their veneer of perfection is a relationship riven by work and lack of intimacy. I love how they put a veneer in there. Veneer is white, make it perfect. Marissa wants to repair things for the sake of their 8-year-old son and because she loves her husband, enter Avery Chambers. Avery is a therapist. No, really? Of course they are. Oh, sorry, she is. Because Avery can be a guy or a girl. Or non-binary person as well. And still, okay. Avery is a therapist who lost her professional license. That tells me a lot of things right now because she kind of broke the not the confidentiality, but more or less like since she lost her license, there could be a lot of things going on under the in the mix. Still, it doesn't stop her from counseling those in crisis. Oh, I hope you're doing it under, on the down low then. Though they have to adhere to her unorthodox methods, and the bishops are desperate. Well, of course they are. I'm not gonna continue, but this sounds like this would be a kind of a funny read. So, anyway, and for the piece de resistance, are you ready? Me too. Sisters in Arms by Kaya Alderson. You gotta love women in the military. You gotta love it. As the first and only all-black battalion of the Women's Army Corps, the legendary 6888. These brave women risked their lives to serve with honor against incredible odds. Grace Steele and Eliza Jones maybe from completely different backgrounds, but when it comes to the Army, specifically the Women's Army Corps, WAC, they are both starting from the same level. Not only will they be among the first class of female officers the Army has ever seen, they are also the first black women to be allowed to serve. This would be another perfect positioned book for this month. But I'll see if I can get into it this month. Otherwise, it can wait. But yes, I want it. I mean, for Black History Month. Oh, and P.S. I got this in the mail yesterday. It's like basically a smartwatch, I think. I think I'm gonna replace the band because I don't really care for the plastic black band. But anyhow, since I don't like this is my watch. It calculates the pulse. It gives me an alarm. It gives me, what is that? I can't see anymore. It gives me I'm guessing it gives like a relax type of thing, and also pro, meaning that sports. So if I'm doing any type of activity, it does that. And then also you got a timer, like a stop time watch, music, and the settings. So I wanted to show you guys that too. Yes. So that is what I have. And Cass making her entrance. I hope you guys watched that short that I put together yesterday. I finally got the package after almost 3 months. 3 months. 3 months. 3 months. 3 months. Seriously. 3 months. What the blank? And on top of which, I didn't even get anything additional, like, a gift that I forget who said it was. It's like, well, I'm like, read between the lines. Read between the lines. Or, excuse me, read between the fingers. There you go. Oh, is there something else in here? I think there is. Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is. Another bookmark. And you want to know what it says? I love it. 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 It says, be right back, ignoring my responsibilities. Isn't that cool? That is cool. Well, anyhow, thank you all for joining me today. I want to thank you. Stay warm. Depending on where you are in the world, stay warm or at least stay comfortable. Stay safe, because my friend just told me that she woke up with a nasty fever. And I'm like, yeah, girl, I don't mind. Yeah, stay indoors. Stay safe. COVID, Omicron, and the Delta variant, they're nothing to F with. So, you all have a great day. Stay safe, stay comfortable, stay you. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.